The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's North versus South in the state of California, and we're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Emmanuel Sanders, past the 20, touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, gun. Motion.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. fires. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
A toss play. Gordon.
He's crossing. He's checking credit.
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 30, 20, 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Like 80.
Just like that. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 23. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56, right there, 56. Hey, check. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Step around 80. 190.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Check green 90. Set 180. Check. White 89.
Now Gordon on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Let's get it.
Set. Hey, Brown 80.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Here we go.
6 man. Check curls.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Red Delta! Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Behind!
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Gordon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Chargers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st down. It's Gordon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
12.
March 47.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Brody!
Check, 47. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Rivers on 4th down. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Chargers 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3.
Run 80. Wait, 85.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Front 80.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The fullback wide. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Chargers first down.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Get 180. 180.
56.
3rd and long for Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 56 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Stay there. Stay there. Round 80.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Check 390. 380.
56.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
By 56. By 56. They can't hang with us.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check. Hey, alert. 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 Check 50. Check 50.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, gun.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers 44.
Check 13. Check.
They run again with Breida. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
65.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 9, Rivers, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with his rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People let the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Like 20? Check. Walk 54. I'm coming after you.
First carry for James Conner. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
66. Double bump. Shoot.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 67 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. 5-9. Safety's creeping.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Connor, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Sammy. No game on this defense, no game.
Mike 55.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on second and long. Breeze, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Let's make these babies crawl.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. Again has it complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. How do you continue to go in that direction?
Get that quarterback.
On first down, Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run with Murray. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Hey, easy.
They're going to try and throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
First down, Steelers.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Hey, Zoo. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the flag.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Now they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go back to Murray on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Double time, guys, double time. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
2nd and 6. At the 40
Here we go.
Keep
moving, man. Sammy. Watch the edge.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert 3.
Breeze now to throw. Finding Taysom Hill complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Watch out. Shift.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they got the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Breeze. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bud Dupree, his 2nd sack of the night.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, easy. Mike, 55.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be... I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check 80. Check back 47. Let's go, D.
Now Edmonds. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set. White 80. Easy. 44. Yo. Watch that.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Check 43. Shift. Monday. Pilot, 64, weak.
47's the mic.
Take both of them.
Check that.
Black.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
Flag.
Back. Switch. Joker.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
That's all, fellas. Here we go. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Here we go. 21. Hey, gun. 11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Oh, good move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. But a good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Check it back. Focus, focus. Alert, alert.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got this. 21. Stay hot.
On first down, here's Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, gun.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Breida. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, gun. Come on, switch it. Check.
On second down, it's Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I got this.
On third down, Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Breida, he'll try the right side. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Third, like 5. 56. 8.
56 to Mike. 56 is loose.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Johnson's got it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. All right, open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I got you.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go. Wait,
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
13, 20.
I know you feel that.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
No. Hey, gun.
Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Check 9.
They run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check hot.
They run again with Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They run forward with Breida, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 55 tonight. It's been a long day for you.
Now it's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. I got you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check 11. Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, Coleman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go.
55.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
On first down, it's Coleman. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here we go. 180.
Brings up second and
Defense, let's go. Pick it up.
21. Here we go.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Black 80.
Check 55, Mike. Check.
I got them.
Check
11.
crouch.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go. 180.
You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
Hey, alert.
Undercut.
This is Breida. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
18 yards, first down Niners.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. 65, 65. I got this.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Check the leg.
Now a give to Breida. Pushing through the contact. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got tight right there. Tight dog.
Now a give running left is Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Check safety, check safety. Check. Double bump. 56.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A road win And in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20. 4-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, Amy!
Hey, that's good. Tighten up.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I'm coming for you.
One, Omaha.
Check one.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. This is Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
12.
They'll run here on third and goal. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And he hauls it in in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, John.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Hey, watch the slam. Switch.
Lock.
On second down, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Here we go. Like 20.
Stay with your man.
Begin.
On third down, Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. The 20. 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 71 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Coleman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The tackle by Quan Alexander.
11.
It's a pickup of 3.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
65.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards.
I got this.
That's another 40.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Check three. Check it back.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They run it with Breida. Busts through the tackle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Here's Mostert. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mostert. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Check.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 67 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Take 4.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that for him? A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 76 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Wild Bill.
Hey, gun.
They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 180!
We ain't giving him nothing to do. Hey, switch gears.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Get ready.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
I'm not sure you can be more efficient on offense than to have 3 downs and have the ball turned into 1st downs. And defensively, you've got to figure out how to slow them down. Some guys might bring more pressure. Some guys might be a little more exotic. And as a last resort, you might even call timeout and try and regroup.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right, here we go. 180!
Hey.
I got you.
Watch the twist.
On 1st down, here's Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Here we go. 180!
Watch the whip.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 14-yard line.
Hey, gun.
To backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check 3.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 76 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check hot route. Hot.
Check gun.
Now a give right side, Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you.
Check 24.
Here's Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 55 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Jim.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
56. Watch the screen.
They run again with Breida. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
11.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Mike 54.
Hey, gun.
Now it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
They run it with Breida, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. This is Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Here we go. What do you need?
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Thirteen.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got you.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check that.
They run with Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I got you.
It's a game of 5.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Let's go.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Switch. Slam.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be second down. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
He's not going to get me.
21.
56.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number, big numbers. I ain't got
National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go. 120.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coleman now. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 180. I got you. Check. Hey, gun.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This is Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Go ahead.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Easy.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
5.
Second and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like 20. I got it. So that bench release and go. 27 Mike. 27. Hey, Alpha. You think you won't get there?
47's the mic. 47.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Coleman. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 47 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Alert. No foul.
Check Mike 47.
Check Mike 47.
Roethlisberger will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard. Second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And down to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, this is Edmonds.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, gun.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch. Quarter.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. We're going to give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Garoppolo now. Completes it to Samuel. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Here we go.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. On first down, Garoppolo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another carry now for Edmonds. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Check, nip.
That's a 48-yard line.
Jack 16. 6'6", mullet high.
Mike's 47.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
I got you.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
11. Hey.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Like 80. Bravo!
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Rip left. Both step.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's gonna, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.